Roki Sasaki is going to be posted, and the Dodgers are the favorites to sign him. Will the Dodgers end up with this Japanese phenom pitcher? That's coming up next on an emergency episode of Dodgers Dugout Live.
It's time for Dodger baseball.
Welcome to Dodger Stadium.
Dodgers win.
This is the golden age of Dodger baseball.
It's a double for Freddie.
They're going to make big signings. They're going to make impact trades. This is the most anticipated season in Dodgers history.
Dodgers have won it all in 2020.
Think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.
What is up, Dodgers Nation, and welcome to an emergency episode of Dodgers Dugout Live. My name is Doug McKain, credentialed member of Dodgers Media. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMAC_LA. Now, if you haven't yet, do us a huge favor and subscribe to the #1 Dodgers YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that like button if you really want to support the channel, and let me know down below in the comment section. What do you think? Will the Dodgers end up with Roki Sasaki? What do you make of tonight's news? Because we have to get right into it. We heard just a few minutes ago that Roki Sasaki's club in the NPB, the Chiba Lotte Marines, they announced Saturday in Japan that they will begin the process of posting Roki Sasaki. The right-handed Japanese pitcher is widely considered to be the best pitching prospect on the planet, if not the best prospect on the planet. And he's just 23 years old, and they are going to start the process of getting him to Major League Baseball. And when he's posted, that will open up his 45-day window to decide where he's going to sign with. Will it be the Dodgers? Will it be the Padres? One of the New York teams? Well, Jeff Passan writes, MLB teams had braced for the possibility that Lotte would hold on to Sasaki for at least 2 more years, allowing him to reach 25 and for the organization to experience the full financial benefit of the posting. NPB teams control players' rights for 9 seasons before they reach free agency and can operate outside of the posting system. Had Lotte waited until after the 2026 season, it would have received tens of millions of dollars via the posting fee paid by the acquiring team. The Dodgers, for example, paid the Oryx Blue Wave more than $50 million after signing Yamamoto. So one of the big questions now is, when does he become available, and which international class is he going to be part of? Because right now, the 2024 international class, that will end, and that's going to end December 15th. So that window, if they open it today, that's open for 45 days. Sasaki would have less than that 45 days when he's posted for his international signing period, which would end on December 15th. The next one starts on January 15th. So according to Jeff Passan, the timing of Roki's posting, which hasn't been determined yet as of right now, will decide whether he enters the 24 or 25 international amateur class. Once posted, a player has a 45-day window to sign with the team. While Sasaki would initially sign a minor league contract, a team could promote him to its major league roster before the 2025 season begins. So basically, even though he's going to sign a minor league contract, any team that signs him can promote him to their major league roster entering that 2025 season. So it's all a formality. What we know now is that Roki Sasaki, one of the best pitchers on the planet, is going to be made available. And Jeff Passan does push back just a little bit on the idea that the Dodgers are this superior favorite, that it's the Dodgers' foregone conclusion. He does push back on that just a tiny bit, and it'll be interesting to see what comes of that, because you've heard for the last couple of weeks now a lot of momentum building for the Dodgers and Roki. And then even there's been a lot of talk even in Japan that Roki, his dream was always to pitch for the Dodgers. Now, has that changed because of the fact that you have Yamamoto, you have Ohtani? Does he want to go to a smaller market? There's been some rumors about that, but still, it's the Dodgers. The Dodgers are set up for Roki to enter this franchise and take advantage. If he wants to maximize his earning potential off the field, we know certainly the Dodgers should be that team. So that's the big question right now. Will it be the Dodgers? When will he join any club because of what international bonus section he's going to add into? Is it going to be 24? Is it going to be 25? But the most important thing right now is we know that he is going to be posted. And this has been the talk. This has been the momentum. This is where the rumors have been for the last couple of weeks now. And there was a lot of talk that last offseason he was very close to getting posted. And when he didn't, he got out of the Players Association. He was the last player to sign in the NPB. There was a lot of talk that he had really made it clear that his original contract with the team had a handshake deal in it that said, okay, I am going to be able to go the Shohei Ohtani route, where I want to take the risk and I want to bet on myself. It's not about the money for me. Look, mind you, if Roki Sasaki waited a couple of years, he could sign a deal similar to Yoshinobu Yamamoto, upwards of $300+ million, maybe even $400 million. If he continued to trend the right direction, you started to see the velocity kind of get where it was a couple years ago. So this is purely a move for him saying, I want to face the best competition. I want to get to the show as quickly as I possibly can. And if you have any questions right now about the posting system essentially is how NPB players get transferred to Major League Baseball from the Nippon Professional Baseball League. So it makes that player available to all 30 teams. All 30 teams will be eligible to pursue Roki Sasaki. But because of his age and the fact that he's 23 years old, he is considered an international amateur free agent and can only sign a minor league contract. So that is going to limit how much money teams can offer him. So there's a lot of teams that would love to be a perfect destination because every team can afford Roki Sasaki. And this limits how much he can earn. It limits the earning of the Chibalote Marines with the 20% posting fee. Players who are at least 25 with 6 years played in a foreign league can sign a major league contract when posted. So a couple years away, right? And they control your rights to your 9 seasons. So, yeah, I mean, the timing is really the big thing. The timing is the big thing. Is it where he falls in the 2024, 2025 international amateur class, and when that player is posted, he's got that 45-day window to sign with the major league team. So other questions, how good is he? How good is this pitcher? Is he elite? Is he a future ace? The sky's the limit for this guy. He could win multiple Cy Youngs. He could be the best pitcher in baseball if everything breaks right for him. A couple years ago, when he was 20, he threw a 19 strikeout perfect game. Then the following game, he had 8 perfect innings, and then he got pulled. If you watched him during the WBC, he was lights out. The velocity was electric. He was pumping over 100 in his start against Mexico. And that's how he really entered the minds of fans around Major League Baseball. And people are saying, who is this guy? He's electric. He's lights out. Now, there's been some talk about the velo drop this year, where he's hovering around 97. But if you talk to people that watch him closely, people that follow the MPB, people that are very close with the Roki Sasaki situation, they'll tell you that, yeah, he throws 97. Sure, the velocity isn't averaging 100.5 miles per hour like it was during the WBC, but when he wants to go triple digits, he can go triple digits. And maybe he wasn't going 1,000,000% because he wanted to save some bullets because he knew he was going to come to the show. Who knows? But even so, last season, he posted a 2.35 ERA, had 129 strikeouts, 32 walks, gave just 2 home runs in 111 innings of work. So even with his fastball velocity down a little bit, he was still extremely effective, still pitched like an ace at the NPB level. And still, 97 is still 97. And he can still throw triple digits. And also his splitter with the shapes, with the movement, with the vertical drop, it's lethal. Imagine Yamamoto and Sasaki having the same rotation, being in the same rotation, having a filthy splitter like they have. Now, I guess the other con, if you want to point out, is The most innings he's thrown this season was 129 and thirds innings. That was in 2022. He had 18 starts that year. That was following a torn oblique and some right arm soreness that forced him to sit out about a quarter of the season. So, look, I mean, he's still young. Pitchers, we know, as talented as they are. Look at Tyler Glasnow, for example. When he's right, he's as good as any pitcher on the planet. So this is a no-brainer. I mean, every single team would want, all 30 teams want Roki Sasaki right now. Every single one would be jumping for joy, doing cartwheels in their ballparks right now if you could attain a talent of this caliber. As a whole, 394 and two-thirds innings, 2.10 ERA, 505 punch-outs, 88 walks, and 64 starts in the last 4 seasons. So the issue that kind of was plaguing him was that typically it's viewed as, we'll post you if we feel like you've earned it. Roki Sasaki, I mean, during the season, kind of talking to some Japanese insiders and fans and people that follow the MPB, kind of the prevailing thought was that he hadn't earned it, per se, compared to some other Japanese players in the past. The Yamamotos, the Darvishes, the Kodai Sengas, and guys like that. But still, things have changed a lot. Things have changed a lot. And this is going to change the way NPB players, the ultra-talented ones, are going to be moved in the future. Because the Chiba Lotte Marines, they're not going to be getting that $50 million that Yamamoto's team got when he went to the Dodgers. So just imagine, this feels illegal. This doesn't feel right if it were to happen. Imagine a rotation. Just jotted this down right now. You got Tyler Glasnow, Shohei Ohtani, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Roki Sasaki, Clayton Kershaw. What if Walker Buehler comes back? I mean, that is absurd. That is insane. That is the murderers rotation right there. Just an incredible, incredible amount of talent. That's that evil empire, final boss energy. And just think about that, man. The NPBs turning into the Dodgers AAA. But an incredible development tonight. Roki Sasaki to be posted. So let's read your comments, guys. Welcome to the Dodgers Dugout Live, an emergency episode. Let's read some super chats. We have, can you bring back Kazishi 2, Dodger, Ohtani, Yamamoto, Sasaki, Glasnow, and Fried, Snell would feed families. And that's a great point right there, Dodger. It is that we know the Dodgers are going to be in the market for another elite starting pitcher, whether that be through free agency with either Blake Snell, Corbin Burns, Max Fried. You go down the line to a Nathan Eovaldi. Do you bring back a Jack Flaherty? I don't anticipate them re-signing Jack Flaherty. If you get Sasaki, does this change the calculus on bringing back Walker Buehler? Because if you're Walker Buehler, you need to be back in a situation where you are going to be one of the guys because you want to get paid $100+ million after next season in the hopes that you showed teams the 2025 year that you were still one of the better starters in baseball. So does this impact bringing Walker Buehler back if you were to get a Roki Sasaki? And then how does this impact a potential move that you can make for a Garrett Crochet? So what do we know now at this point about the Dodgers offseason? We know that even with the rotation that's projected to have Tyler Glasnow, who right now all signs are good that he's not going to need offseason surgery. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who looks like he's healed from the injury. He pitched well during the postseason. The velocity was back. The command was there. There's no reason to think that Yamamoto won't be ready to go when spring training starts. So you got those two frontline guys back that you brought in last season. And then Shohei Ohtani, he'll be back. And yes, he had the surgery on the shoulder, little tear there. He'll be good to go. They're going to proceed with caution with that. They won't do anything that would compromise him and impact potential using him later in the year. But that's Shohei Ohtani. This is a Cy Young caliber pitcher when he's right. So just look at those three right there already. Glasnow, Yamamoto, Ohtani. If you get Roki Sasaki, you're at 4. Are they done then? I don't think so. Even Clayton Kershaw, who is going to be back, he hasn't signed his contract yet, but anticipate him signing a deal similar to the one that we saw last season. He pushes this back until February so they can put him on the 60-day IL so he doesn't clog up a roster spot. Then you're at 5. Walker Buehler. You had 6. Tony Gonsolin's back. Dustin May's back. Bobby Miller. Do they give him another shot? So we know that you are going to see a 6-man rotation next season with Ohtani, with Yamamoto. You're going to have that 6-man rotation. That is a foregone conclusion at this point. Brandon Gomes, the Dodgers general manager, spoke on at the GM's meetings in Arizona. But would they be done with just Sasaki? I don't think so. I think they want Sasaki plus a more established pitcher. Because, look, Sasaki is a rookie, but a younger rookie. Yamamoto was a rookie, but had more experience on bigger stages as far as the Japan series. Also 25. You gave him $325 million. It's going to be a different situation for him, but this team is loading up on starting pitching this offseason, and elite starting pitching. So, look, we're not going to count that egg before it hatches, right? But D-Mac, the pods haven't been dropping on Apple Podcasts. Is there an issue? We're figuring out what's going on with that, but yeah, definitely go on Spotify to listen to the podcast version right now. So that's definitely the best way. Watch it on YouTube as well. So yeah, we'll figure that out for sure though. But thanks for asking. So that's pretty insane. That is pretty insane. $2 super chat from Don't Care 187. 6-man rotation with Team Japan pitching next year. Yeah, Team Japan, the Japangelis Dodgers, the NPB, the AAA for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hepatitis C later. Ohtani, Soto, Mookie, Freddie, Teoscar, Muncy, Smith, Robert Jr., Edmund, Ed Saptka. Will Roki perform in Japan with the Dodgers if he signs now? Look, I think we'll see what happens. I mean, it's a good problem to have. Those are champagne problems, but I'm not. Look, we know that Friedman and company have been in Japan. They've scouted Roki. We know they're extremely familiar with them, and the Dodgers make a lot of sense. The Dodgers were the team that Roki loved a long time ago, and it has been said that it was his dream to pitch for the Dodgers, right? Which makes a lot of sense. The big question now, though, is does he want to, I don't want to say be third fiddle, because I think that his phenom status and the mystique and the intrigue, the newness of him, the fact that he'd be a rookie, the fact that he's still young, 23, I think that immediately there'd be a tons of intrigue and he'd get his time to shine in his spotlight during his starts. But the question is, does he want to play on the same team with Shohei Ohtani and Yoshinobu Yamamoto? How involved will Yoshi and Shohei be in his recruitment? I mean, because if I'm Ohtani, if I'm Yoshinobu Yamamoto, I'm telling this guy, we have a chance to make history here. And we're not talking about history that will be remembered for the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, a couple decades. We have a chance to do something for our country in Japan in the show that will be remembered until the end of time. I know that sounds dramatic. I know I can get dramatic, but that's truly what's on the table if Roki Sasaki joins this rotation. The 3 best Japanese pitchers on the planet pitching in the same rotation in Major League Baseball. That's the conversation we're having right now. That is a very realistic possibility right now after tonight's development. So think about the significance of that. If Roki wants that, and that's intriguing to him, this might not be a difficult decision for him. This might be a decision that's already been made by him, if we're being completely honest. That's kind of one of my big questions here as well. My second big question as far as his posting situation, is he going to do what Yoshinobu Yamamoto did, right? Is he going to get wined and dined at Stephen Cohen's house like the Mets owner did with Yoshi last year? Are the Yankees going to be involved? Is he going to feel almost like a college elite recruit that's taking all of his visits? Is Roki going to take all of his visits? He's going to meet with the Padres and see what they can bring and give you a presentation. Is it the Dodgers? Is it the Yankees, the Mets? Or does he know where he wants to go? Because the truth is, when you look at his earning potential, he's going to be on a minor league contract. It's going to be international bonus pool money. It's going to be less than $10 million, right? It's not going to be $325 million like Yoshinobu Yamamoto. If money's something, which even if it's all about the game, right, it's always going to be something. The Dodgers offer the best chance for you're going to be playing deep in the postseason most likely. You're probably going to be playing the World Series. You're probably going to be pitching in the World Series. Hell, you're probably going to be winning the World Series. And with that comes maximized earning potential. So that to me is extremely interesting too. But yeah, I mean, as Jeff Passan points out here, international amateur bonus pools are capped, with the top teams this year able to spend just over $7.1 million, larger market, higher spending teams at $4.6 million, and the rest in between. Teams can add up to 60% of their allotted pools by trading for other teams' bonus pool money. Most teams have spent the majority of their 2024 bonus pools already, with the signing period for international free agents running from January 15th to December 15th annually. So he goes on to say, were the official posting to be delayed until mid-December, it typically takes weeks to complete the process. Sasaki could sign with the 2025 international period opens on January 15th. Though most teams have commitments lined up for the players in that period, the top bonus pools around $7.5 million and the bottom around $5.1 million. They could trade for international bonus space or free up money by not honoring non-binding commitments they may have had to teenagers from Latin American countries, in infrequent but not unheard of on that occurrence. So basically, the Dodgers have the most money still right now at $2.5 million, around that, for this past international signing period. But if he gets to the next one, that opens things up, and more teams will have available funds and more flexibility to be able to acquire him. So that's a major development detail that we're going to need to see, and we'll be waiting. But right now, it's the Dodgers, man. It's a team that really gets what they want. It's a team that good things happen for the Dodgers, right? I mean, last couple years ago, you go and you find a way to align all the finances to put yourself in a position to have last offseason happen. I mean, this is a team that is going to put themselves in a position to be the premier destination for free agents, international, domestic, whatever it may be. But Jeff Passan does push back a little bit on the idea that the Dodgers are this slam dunk. He says Los Angeles will be linked strongly to Sasaki, but assuming he will go to the Dodgers is premature. While the presence of Sasaki's Samurai Japan teammates Ohtani and Yamamoto in Los Angeles is advantageous, the attention they bring and the media horde that follows them adds a different element than other teams. So, from a personality standpoint, we'll see if this is something that he wants to embrace. We'll see if that is appealing to him. To me, I mean, look at Shohei Ohtani. A couple years ago, I mean, more than that now, 2017, he decides to sign with the Angels. And that was a really, really intense recruiting battle. You had the Dodgers, you had the Angels, you had a lot of teams in the mix towards the end that thought they had a chance, and he ends up signing for $2.3 million, and that was just a very, very small amount. Well, actually, no, to be honest, that's still more than he makes now. He gets $2 million a year for the Dodgers, right? But no, in all seriousness, that's not really what is the motivating factor, right? That's not the motivating factor for this team. And executives out there, front offices out there, they realize that, and they don't think that Sasaki is going to hold up the market, because that's another big thing in this all too. The faster that Sasaki makes his decision, the quicker we're going to see guys like Corbin Burns and Max Fried and Blake Snell and Nathan Eovaldi and the top pitchers that are available this time around, they're going to sign. Because last year, there was some frustration around Major League Baseball with how long it took Yamamoto to make his decision because of, hey, he was going through the process, right? You got to give him the time. It was his right to do that. But the overall feeling for Sasaki is it could be different, that he's not going to hold up the free agency market as much as Yamamoto did. So could we see a decision sooner? I think that really is the big question now. Now, like I said, I mean, one scout from Japan kind of told me, hey, obviously, hopefully health-wise, this isn't the comparison, but think of the Japanese Jacob deGrom, right? A true lights-out number one starter, a true surefire ace-level pitcher that is elite, that if he was here, he would easily be a number one pick. He'd be a number one pick in an amateur draft. And think about this. He's younger than Yoshi, so he still has time to develop. And I think that's going to be appealing to him too, is going into this organization and learning the sweeper, learning the slider, learning the curveball at a different level. So I think that's going to be a part of his process too. And there's no one in Major League Baseball that has a better reputation than the Dodgers, right? The thing about Yamamoto, when Yamamoto came here, Yamamoto was turnkey, right? He was ready to go. He was polished. He was refined. We knew his mix. He was completely established. That's not the case with Roki Sasaki. Roki Sasaki, there is still some developing that you can do with him. There's still some weapons that you can add. So that's what makes it very enticing, is that as good as he is, as elite as he has the potential to be, I don't think that he's even completely scratched the surface with his potential. And I think that that's what makes the Dodgers a perfect fit for him, is you go into this organization, and if anything, Shohei takes some pressure off of him. Yamamoto takes some pressure off of him. You're also around guys that have been through this process that can lead you the right way. I think that could be appealing to him and make the Dodgers a more comfortable landing spot for him than, let's say, he goes to a smaller market and then it's Roki Sasaki. He's the main attraction. He's the cover of the program, and it's going to be him who's the face of the organization. He's the guy who's putting butts in the seats and selling tickets, right? That's going to be the case with just about every single team he signs with outside the Los Angeles Dodgers. So I think they could protect him. I think that they could limit the pressure. But, yeah, here we go. We got some more down below in the comment section, guys. Here we go. Burn the Midnight. What's up, Alex Renteria? Yeah, man, we got some more comments. Some kind of wonderful. We're going to have to trade some of our pitchers like Catman and Co. Red, Sheehan, an embarrassment of riches, maybe the bullpen. Yeah, an embarrassment of pitches, that's for sure, right? His jersey sold out. Let's see here. Make sure. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Okay, there we go. It's not dramatic. Here we go. This is from Sam Kim. It's not dramatic. Sasaki to the Dodgers is unfair. Dodgers already own half of Japan. This just makes it worse. Ed, we got give it time. Give him time for TJ. Look, I'm someone who can definitely have some serious conversations about that. And this, like I said, my Billy Bean quote, it is always kind of the same that Billy Bean says, two types of pitchers, ones that have had Tommy John surgery and ones that will have Tommy John surgery. So sure, it's something that it feels inevitable. If it happens, it happens. But if you're him, wouldn't you want to go to Dr. Neil Elitroch, right? We got Nando Flaherty at the Lakers game, hometown discount to re-sign. Dodgers been scouting Sasaki since high school, so there's no way Sasaki will pitch another team. Look, I mean, they have been scouting him for a long, long time, and it's certainly a factor, and it's definitely a reason to feel better, more optimistic about him being a Dodger. Ray Barrios, the Dodgers validated 10 years of dominance by winning this year, but this news still rocks. Yeah, man, we're hungry, man. We want more, right? This is extremely exciting. Stepbrother D-Mac, $2. I'm telling you, man, if we get Roki Sasaki, man. We've been talking about him on this channel for years now, and now it feels really, really real. It's happening meme. It's really happening. Stepbrother D-Mac, $2. I'm not going to lie, but for some reason I'm scared. Okay, hey man, don't be scared. Be brave. Be brave. Okay, we got this. Okay, let the Padres get those Korean players and the Dodgers get all the good Japanese players. Rosemary Rodriguez. Oh man, I thought we'd know by now. It's not yet. We got to wait a little bit. Diaz D-Mac doing a show in his pajamas. Not quite. I couldn't resist though. Bear, $2. He's been posted today, so does he sign today? No, we don't even know which period he's going to be at. So let's take this as the biggest development was he is going to be posted. And there were a lot of people that were still doubting that was even going to happen. But we know now that he is going to be in Major League Baseball with the team next season. Okay? The biggest domino to fall has fallen. And the Chibolote Marines, whether it be reluctantly, whether it be through an agreement that they had years ago, handshake agreement, they have done right by Sasaki, and he's come to the show. And it's a rare occurrence for someone that age. He has 45 days to sign when they fully announce the period, for sure. So it's not as of yet. So as soon as they do, we'll definitely do it. But I don't want you guys to jump the gun on that. El Machingon, D-Mac, Dodgers polo from the waist up, and Dodger dog hammock boxers from the waist. You guys are killing me, man. You know, got lead out of me. Hey, I'm wearing full dress pants. So here we go with Diego. D-Mac, I want an apology from you for calling Mookie not elite right fielder. Way up. Elite. It's just, look, man, this is no slat. Mookie can have elite plays, but for an entire season, I mean, there's a reason why he's moved to second base. Just put it that way. There's a reason why. And it's just the truth. D-Mac, who do you prefer, Burns, Fried, or Snell? Out of that bunch, I think I'd still go with Corbin Burns. I really would, but I do like Snell. D-Mac, let's see the Dodgers. Come on, you guys need to stop playing here. Oh, man. 199 Rosemary Rodriguez. What do you think about you, Darvish, going to Japan? Yeah, look, I mean, if there's one team to fear, it's probably the San Diego Padres. The Padres are a really, really good organization. I mean, they haven't won a World Series. You, Darvish, definitely his voice carries a lot of weight. But if I'm Roki, how long is he going to be there, right? I think the comfort of Shohei and Yamamoto being locked up for the Dodgers, I think that eclipses that. I think that makes it more of an attractive destination. 199 Super Chat. They're going to be the three-headed blue eyes white dragon. I like that. What's up, D-Mac? Avengers Assemble. We running this thing back and back. I mean, they're collecting these elite players like Pokemon cards at this point, man. They're getting all the Infinity Stones. So here we go. D-Mac, I dare you to get a tattoo on your lower back of Roberts twerking on Ice Cube. Dodger Blue Waffle. Man, okay, if we get a three-peat, I'll do that. I'll do that. If we get a three-peat, meaning win this year, next year, we'll do that. And Austin Barnes wins World Series MVP. D-Mac doing the show outside of Chavez Ravine. What's up? What's up? His splitter breaks 29 friggin' inches. Yeah, if you guys go back, I did a full breakdown of his pitching. Maybe I'll have Rob Friedman, the pitching ninja, back on. But, yeah, we'll do a full breakdown of his pitching style. But his stuff is just nasty. It's absolutely unreal. Absolutely unreal how it absolutely breaks at that level, and the velocity, the way it tunnels, the shapes. He's just really, he's nasty. He's truly one of the nastiest pitchers in baseball, and he hasn't even stepped foot on the mound in the show. But we saw in the WBC, man, sometimes you just kind of know when a guy's special. He certainly felt special out there. D-Mac and his Dodger jammies. It's 12:19 in the morning. Jeez, man. Do you think that he takes the 2024 posting that indicates his mind is made up? Absolutely. His mind was made up last season. He wanted to come to the show last year. I can tell you that from firsthand knowledge. Saul, I'm sorry about the super chat. I got my producer right now because it's super duper late, just an emergency show. $5 super chat from Joe Techno. If D-Mac says it's happening, we need to trust it happens, just like the team did with Doc. Also, I'm sending you my Halloween costume. What's up, Joe Techno? Appreciate that. Definitely send me that. We have, there's pics of him wearing Padres gear. He's going to the Padres. Come on now. It's like when a college recruiting superstar, when a 5-star recruit, he pulls out the hat of one team, then he takes off the hat and he goes to another team where he unzips the jacket and it's a jersey of another team. I want to read into that. D-Mac, Crochet, and Sasaki is going to put the whole league on notice. Man, the whole entire baseball world would absolutely crawl, would collapse to their knees. You think the Dodger hate is bad now. If they get Roki Sasaki and Crochet, I mean, it's just... they're not even an all-star team at this point. If they get that, they're an all-time team. It's on another level. But you think MLB threw some money under the table? This is an interesting question from Dodger Blue Waffle. Do you think MLB threw some under-the-table money at Chibalote just so they post him? I've never heard anything like that, and I wouldn't suggest that. But I'm all for conspiracy theories. How about that? But I just don't think that. I mean, there definitely is. There definitely was an agreement that Sasaki's camp had with the Marines a long time ago, and I think that's the whole earning thing. Did he really earn it as far as guys going winning awards and winning championships? Yeah, he hasn't had that kind of career, so that was always kind of the holding up point, and I do think finally they just didn't want the conflict. I mean, he was the last guy to sign. That rarely happens in the MPBs, not in the players union. That doesn't really happen, right? So D-Mac, Michelada Poppy, what up? D-Mac, I appreciate posting up this late. Best Dodgers show in the universe. I appreciate you guys, man. Hey, man, I couldn't do it without you guys, man. I didn't want to be tossing and turning all night thinking about this, but Shohei, Ryoshi, Roki, they will play on the same team. It's a fire take. Darvish is going to contact the Izuka to kidnap Roki and bring him to San Diego. Oh, come on now. For sure. What's up, TJ Martinez? What's up, Quacks? $5. I know a lot of people don't want Soto, but I think we should pick him up. I think we would win so many more games and will be a for sure dynasty run. I just haven't heard that much about the Soto thing having a lot of traction. I think that it's really Soto's camp using John Heyman to make it seem like the Dodgers are involved. I don't think the Dodgers would be involved in a 13-year deal for Juan Soto. I mean, the way the defense is going to continue to diminish throughout his career, they already have enough names to put butts in the seats. Yeah, I mean, he's an elite hitter. There's no doubt about that. No one's going to say no to Juan Soto, of course, right? But look, I just the only if you have any issue if you're Juan Soto and Scott Boras, it's that there's not a lot of teams out there that can afford what kind of contract he's after, but the Dodgers are certainly one of those teams, so you just want to link yourself with the Dodgers. I mean, give me a Teoscar Hernandez, Willy Adames, Roki Sasaki offseason, and maybe sprinkle a Garrett Crochet trade in there, bring back Kike Hernandez and maybe a Walker Buehler, Blake Treinen, and then I'll be happy, and I'll be having Dodgers sweet dreams all night long doing cartwheels down 1000 Vince Scully Avenue, right? So I can think of a lot of ways that I would want to spend that money for sure. We got, by the way, good morning, guys. 12:23. D-Mac, do a shirtless stream if the Dodgers go back-to-back. The Poison Clan, you got it. I'll do it. It'll give me a whole off season to get the Anthony Bonded tattoo, so I'll look super cool like Anthony Bond. All the chicks love that dude. Otani and Sasaki are from the same prefecture. There you go, Oshu, Japan. How about that? But he's from it. He's from a different place, but still, yeah. I mean, what up, Alex over there? Rosemary Rodriguez, AM Sanchez. Yep, guys. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Just want to hit this one late, give you guys the update. A little bit of a quick emergency show, but hey, you know the biggest thing you got to know, and that is Roki Sasaki has been posted, and the Dodgers are the leading team to get him by most insiders, most people within the industry. And as of right now, that's what we know. A couple more super chats. Art Joe Go, $5. Heck yeah, we get a Dodger Max show at midnight. Love it. Yeah, man, I got to get to bed. Jeez, man. You know, I'm going to go probably watch the 5th inning again in Game 5 and a couple of times, and maybe Freddie's Grand Slam a couple more times. And Yeah, then I'll probably go to bed. But here we go. Leaving East LA. What's up, my man? Leaving East LA. D-Mac, I think the Dodgers said they were interested in Soto to get into his head in the series. Oh, I like that too, man. You guys are bringing these late night theories. I like that. I like this hashtag from Marmar. Hashtag repeat LA. Repeat LA. Late night Shuey. I don't know, man. Maybe I don't have the beer right now for that up here. But that's going to do it, though, guys. Thanks for rocking with us. All you guys here, thousands of people. Late night stream, Dodgers Dugout Live, to break down the breaking news that the Japanese Phenom pitcher Roki Sasaki will be posted, meaning that he will be available to all 30 MLB teams to sign this offseason, and the Dodgers are currently the favorites to sign him. So any updates this weekend, we will go live right away. Anything Dodgers related will go live right away. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that like button. We got Dodger Blue Waffle Torta time. I have a little late night snack torta after this one, but Eddie Chavez, Ricky E, everyone rock with us late night. Really, really appreciate you guys. Appreciate you rocking with us, burning that midnight oil here, Dodgers Nation. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell. Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to the podcast on Spotify and Apple and wherever you get your podcasts, and definitely we're going to be doing some podcast exclusive stuff too. So definitely be on the lookout for that, guys. My name is Doug McKain. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMac_LA. I like that. Think blue, sleep blue, and I'm out. That's from Max Montes. Yeah. Definitely remember that nothing brings together like Dodger baseball. Until next time, think blue, sleep blue, and I'm out.